Fuchs in the house. Have a little Jeff Beck going on. Passed away at the age of 78. And I play a little of his music. Maybe throw a couple videos in my link for the video for some of his stuff. Try to get back into things. Just haven't been in the YouTube. I don't know. Just in the mood. Um, so I got some movies to talk about. I think it start with UWM. Kind of. I hear that they're playing tonight, so by the time I post this, it could be maybe halftime. By the time it gets out there, but they're 11-5, and yeah, I think they got more wins than last year, and they're half through way through the season. So women are 6-8. Some potential for them in the Horizon League, so see what happens for them. And yeah, it's interesting just seeing UWM. Supposedly they're going to be on ESPN Plus. I'm not 100% on that, but so that's pretty cool if that happens. Um, let's see what else sports wise. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. I don't feel like going into any professional sports. Just again, I can, but I don't want to. Uh, I could, yeah. I am being so biting the tongue kind of thing. I want to answer on the Soylent Green. I totally got something for it, but it's just yeah, just be nice, be good. I really want to. Somebody posted that it's in the Dollar Tree food, and that's like, yeah, it could be somewhere else too, but I'm not gonna. Again, I'll be good. I will be good. Uh, gotta have fun. Gotta have fun though. Winter is just weird for my area. Um, we cold it in hell around Christmas, and now it's like 30s and 40s. So that's what's up with that. Thanks for everybody that's making comments. Appreciate it. Jeff, my brother-in-law. I think Mike Loomis though has been giving me comments through texting, so he hasn't left a comment on YouTube. So I may have to try to see if I can get some out of him. Um, Gave him some family movies that I kind of wanted to share with him. And oh, where are we going with this? Not well. Movies I watched. I got tons of them that I got to get back to, but I am going to start with well, me and my friend Pat. We decided to watch some movies yesterday, and or well, watch a movie yesterday, and I get this list, and I'm like, yeah, this trailer for this independent movie looks pretty good, and I was like, yeah, let's go with that. So, movie was called Body at Brighton Rock, and kind of supposedly a horror thriller. Gonna go kind of thriller more than horror. It has a moment or two, but nothing over the edge or anything like that to say a real horror flick. It's got a 4.8, 2019. It's a park ranger. Oh, I'm just gonna see what Jeff Beck's doing here. Kind of went after some stuff that I haven't seen, so since I yeah, that looks interesting. Um, So a park ranger who's like a novice or low end of the rangers decides to trade jobs, and you're not supposed to do it. So she ends up getting lost in the forest, and just anything and everything happens to her. She falls, loses her map, radio's going out, and she comes across a dead body. And I'm just kind of going through this because it's like, yeah. Um, my friend Patty kind of had it at a 6, but by the time the movie ended, he said it's a 4. And it got a rating of 4.8. And at first I was saying the six thing. It's like as I was thinking about the movie, it's like it never really to me did get to the six. Maybe a 5.5 or something, maybe at most. But I got the 4.8. But I will go down to a four. It's just something that like I was joking around, and it's like just the way things. I mean, not coordinated at all, and anything that happened with her would happen to her, and she has to spend the night until they can come and get her. I just had this thing. It's like, yeah, she's gonna set her hair on fire. She's gonna walk into a beehive. It was that kind of. It was like, wow, whatever this lady did. It's like, why'd you even? How'd you even get to be a park ranger kind of thing? But the dead body thing. There's a stranger that shows up, and there's something. I want to say it's something. I don't know if Pat's going to watch this video or not, but I was thinking about this as is the stranger. I was thinking it could have been a ghost of the dead guy, and just how things played out a little bit. Thinking about it later on. I mean, I could be reaching, but maybe that is what they were thinking. But there's a part where she grabs the guy, but there's also another thing where she's dreaming, and so it's like now I kind of had to think, well, was she dreaming the guy? Whatever. There's a couple, hilarious. To be honest, there's a couple of funny moments a little bit when she's on this thing and she notices they're like, hey, don't contaminate. They're telling her not what to do with the dead body. And they go, don't touch anything because it could be a crime scene. And then all of a sudden, she goes, there's a stranger by the body. And they're like, well, go do something. And she goes, what do you mean go do something? You told me it's a crime scene. He could be the. And she just yells it. And it's just hilarious. But that was probably one of the good movie parts of the movie. So I'm babbling a little bit on this. I am trying to get caught up with my movies. Next, so I'll leave it at that. If Pat wants to say something, he can. This will go in my probably thumbs down. I didn't want to, but I was like, you know what? The trailer is more misleading than the movie. So then I went with recently Disturbing the Peace 2020. It's an action movie. It got a 3.3. I'd put this over Body of Brighton, Iraq for. It's just a basic action movie. A sheriff has to stop a biker gang from robbing this small town. Um, and, it's kind of been done and stuff, but I thought it was okay. The 3.3, I was kind of like, I didn't get it. So I've seen a lot worse. So that one's just if you're looking for an action movie, Disturbing the Peace. Then I went with Distant Justice 1992. This is the old 80s, late 80s, early 90s kind of cheesy action movies. This is exactly what it is. So if people are familiar with those kind of action movies, it's there. That got a 4.6. And again, I would say Disturbing the Peace was better, possibly, than Distant Justice. It's been a while since I did watch Distant Justice, but I kind of looked at the trailer just to give me I'm trying to get caught up. And so that's where I'm at. Not much else. I'm just wrapping up the video tonight. And yeah, this didn't go that great. But I am trying to kind of get in a little way of making some videos. And again, thanks everybody that watches. Have a good one and go from there. Bye.